GPT has over 100 million active users just months after being released. Today, we'll work through how to utilize GPT within branding and how you can keep that creative edge without compromising any value. So let's jump right into it. Hey, Zach here, where every Tuesdays we help you build that legacy brand beyond the game. So, ChatGPT has impacted the world in so many ways. It gained almost 100 million users after just being released a few months ago to the world. And today, we'll dig up how to use ChatGPT for your personal brand and for branding efforts as you continue to evolve and grow. The truth is, your personal brand requires time and effort. Have you ever heard of that? It's what marketing and branding experts talk about all the time. So, how do you leverage ChatGPT in your brand strategy, since it's something that demands hours and hours of dedication? I like to have a responsible approach to this AI content talk. First, I want to talk about the quality of content you're going to get out of ChatGPT versus using your creative mind. I know ChatGPT is a huge attraction for many people and companies. AI content can definitely help you spread your message and achieve your goals. But let's think outside the box here. Even if you do your best to develop a prompt to create a unique piece on ChatGPT as you watch this video in real time, there are millions of users on ChatGPT who are looking for the same thing. Rank well on Google, become authorities in their niche, sell products, sell services. Here's the problem. Suppose you are targeting a blog or social media post with a keyword. Let's say best tips to improve productivity. Or suppose you are an entrepreneur who wants to talk about e-commerce. How do you increase your income in a month with your e-commerce store or something related? Probably multiple individuals are trying to do the same thing as you. You think nobody is going to notice plagiarism or the same content online? It's bland. Just open Google in your computer, look up on a specific keyword or query, and you'll find the same content, even generic titles for blogs and posts. I'll leave it in the description box a link to a tool to detect AI content real quick. I'll let you paste 1,500 characters to detect if it's AI generated or not. So what happens with credibility? You don't want your audience to get poor generic content, do you? So how can we use AI content responsibly and creatively? In an ever-changing world, you must be resilient and adaptive to technology changes. And it's the fact that ChatGPT is here to stay. My suggestion would go start with the basics of personal branding, practical things you can do without compromising your credibility and reputation. So let's focus on two essential components of personal branding strategy. One, creating your personal brand statement, and two, content creation for your continuing ongoing efforts. So starting off, personal brand statement. Open up ChatGPT, log in with your regular or business email account, and you'll hit the main page. Go to the chat box and simply ask ChatGPT to give you a couple of personal branding examples. Keep in mind, giving ChatGPT some information about your brand. For example, I'm a brand that focuses on athletic-driven brands, or I'm an athlete content creator who wants to succeed in my industry. It'll give specific instructions to ChatGPT, and the outcome will be tailored to your profile. If you are new in personal branding, you may wonder, what is brand identity? I'll leave in the description a link to read one of our blogs, What is the Role of Brand Identity in Business Success, which is going to take you to a blog post no longer than 10 minutes. And I'll also leave a video into the upper right on how you can design your brand identity. If you have clarity about your brand's identity, tell ChatGPT that information, and ChatGPT will likely provide you with a paragraph with a personal branding statement. But that's not it. Remember, I told you, I would like to move towards a much more creative approach to using AI content. Well, that's quite simple. In this part, you can tailor that statement to highlight your strengths, expertise, then move forward to level up your profiles. Fun fact, from a writing perspective, it's well known that kickoff is probably the most challenging part of it. You can spend hours and hours just to get your creative juices flowing. Well, here's when ChatGPT is great help to come up with some suitable content ideas. Check out what ChatGPT provides you and personalize it as you like. Remember, AI programs may have millions of instructions and resources available, but at the end of the day, you want to impact people with helpful content. In the best scenario, you want to improve their daily lives, but you can only do it if your content has authority. So how is ChatGPT going to help with other things like EAT? EEAT, which stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. First-hand experience. Something they can literally use at any time. Number 2, website and blogging. Now, let's talk about your website. Your website and blog are essential to become an authority. Stop thinking about writing a million blog posts. Think about how you can help them build that authority. A go-to source for your audience. It boosts your credibility if you do it correctly. A blog is one of the most powerful tools to drive traffic and engage with your audience. It's a unique way to engage with leads and prospects. If you have just started your journey in personal branding but still want to stand out in front of the crowd and competitors, you don't need to spend thousands and thousands if you're just starting. Your personal brand requires you to be smart and creative, what ChatGPT doesn't have, which means even if you were on a tight budget, you can write posts or on LinkedIn or social media and still impact others and give them the great experience that they want. So what's the best way to do that? First, I'd say you could probably use one of the free stock sites. Use Canva, create a website on Wix or Squarespace, showcase your work, your experience. Companies will hire based off of how you evolve and where you are at within your time span. Then you can use many prompts and ask ChatGPT to write some outlines, and from there start working on high quality blogs. In fact, ChatGPT can help you improve your SEO since you can ask for a meta description for your blog or post. Of course, at this point, you want to stay unique. My best advice is to edit it as much as possible. The good thing about ChatGPT is that it can help you add keywords, ideas, etc. as you continue to be creative. Use a spelling checker such as Grammarly and make sure your content is polished and proper for anyone to read it. Rule of thumb, stick away from posting blogs that look similar to another blog or somebody else's. Trust me, that could damage your reputation as you continue to grow, especially if you're copying and pasting other people's work. So be creative. As its name refers to, ChatGPT is an AI chat. Why don't you try to get an outline and then ask it more similar questions? I'm going to share a tip to write unique content using ChatGPT. But you must ensure that you add your values to it. Because remember, no matter how hard you try to push ChatGPT, uniqueness only comes from the human brain. So let's put those creative juices on and get to work. For example, if I'm located in the hot Arizona, I'm writing, let's say, a e-commerce store website blog post. I may ask ChatGPT to write me a blog outline on best practices for creating these brands online. As I move forward, I can say, what are the best shimpy companies to deliver my product to in Arizona? Train ChatGPT to give relevant info to you and your audience. If you niche down, you are more likely to know the main pain points of your customers. So ask ChatGPT FAQs or put in your audience and see what kind of questions your customers would have. It's about getting relevant information for your audience. That way you'll come up with a good set of AI content that you can then utilize to grow from. Keep in mind, the best part is that you repeat this process and write dozens of articles for your personal brand or solo entrepreneur or e-commerce store. No matter what your niche, ChatGPT can write content that ranks well on Google and drive traffic to your website or social media channel. Remember, only if you add your own style, the AI content will be exceptional. For that, make sure you include images with alt text, internal links, and relevant meta descriptions. Google will consider that to promote your content on the internet. According to readers and thought leaders, you can use ChatGPT to engage with your target audience. Engaging content is part of a good AI content strategy. So make sure you put some effort into delivering compelling and relevant content to your audience. Overall, in this video, I've tried to make you think about the pros and cons of AI. And you can leverage ChatGPT in your personal branding strategy. Just remember, nothing beats a creative mind and brainstorming. In today's world, ChatGPT has revolutionized marketing and lots of industries. Be resilient. Do not resist change and utilize AI smartly to leverage your brand in an efficient way. Again, thank you so much for watching until the end of this video. Hopefully this video will help you on the importance of this topic in today's world. I encourage you to develop your personal brand today. There are a lot of free online resources to do it without spending a single dollar. Make sure you tackle that subscribe button, give us a like, and hit that notification bell. It really helps out the channel. Now this is Zach with Creative, where business is our sport.